So we now come to the portion of our guest speaker, and I'm going to ask my co-host to introduce our guest speaker. I provided him with the bio, so I'll let him introduce her.
Who's this Reverend Tammarishka? Okay, Reverend Tammarishka works from her home in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Is also a homeowner and resident in Lilydale, New York, USA. A twice ordained spiritualist minister and founding minister vice president of the Healing Spirit Congregation in the Georgetown, Ontario, Canada. This Lilydale season 2022, the Healing Spirit will be providing a nightly meditation circle in Lilydale. She is an internationally tested and certified medium and spiritual healer in Lilydale Assembly, New York, the School of Healing and Prophecy, New York State, the Trilogy Institute, New York State, and the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development. Tammarishka frequently serves churches across Ontario, the United States, England, and Scotland with spirit-inspired lectures and platform message services. She is professionally trained and certified with the Lisa Williams Institute of School of Spiritual Development. This year, Tammarishka opened the Academy of Spiritual Development, called the TASD. It is an international academy with multiple methods of study: on-demand, virtual, in-person, hybrid, and combined. We welcome Tammarishka. Thank you.
Thank you. So you might notice the internet's a bit choppy. That's Lilydale. I've just got to say, Lilydale internet is choppy. You also might notice that my voice will come and go. I have been sick, so yeah, it has its own personality in itself. It is so nice to see everybody. I didn't know what to talk about until this morning. And I thought, why am I doing what I'm doing this summer? I don't know if some of you noticed that I was doing a 30-day healing journey, self-healing, self-care journey. And I was posting on Facebook. This summer is basically the wrap up to my self-care healing journey. I found one of the hardest things, actually two of the hardest things to do, is to be disciplined to self-care. To be disciplined to self-care and to also know when to walk away. Walking away is not a bad thing. Knowing when your plate is full is not a bad thing. You know, it's we're all guilty on the holidays eating too much, and then afterwards you think, oh, what was I thinking? Same thing with life. You know, it's so hard for people to say no. But then what is the ultimate price? The ultimate price is yourself. It's yourself. And you're in burnout, and you have nothing left to give, not even to yourself, for self-care. Now, if you notice in the principles, we are accountable for our own reality through thought, word, and deed. Actions create results according to natural law. And yes, eternal progress is open to every soul, which is how we can evolve in taking care of ourselves, to make us a clear channel or vessel for spirit, for guides, loved ones, angels to come through, to receive healing. You know, you can go in and you can do the la-di-da and go for healing. But you have to be willing, as it says in the prayer, to remove all obstacles. And I will do my part. We all have accountability. We all have a responsible part in our own well-being. I've been going to a program recently, and the program, they said self-care is not a luxury. It is a necessity. If you do not do self-care, you are either going to become sick, you're going to burn out, or you're just going to actually just have a meltdown, and you will become useless to anybody, even the people close to you and to yourself. You need to learn. I needed to learn when to say no and how to say no and not feel guilty. That's a massive one. It's one thing to say, no, can't do it. And then people go, whoa, I thought they were the one to go to. What's going on? Or you can say, you know what? My plate's really full right now. I would love to help you, but this is not the time for me. There's a way to do it with tact, and there's a way to do it where people go, okay, we're never asking them again. And then there's a way to say, as I've been doing this summer, people have been asking, are you doing readings this summer? No, I'm not. This is my self-care summer. I'm doing what I need to for my registration title, but I'm not doing any work because it's my wrap up to the self-healing. That's spirit. Catherine's sitting right here beside me. Self-healing, self-care journey. I had to remove myself from the energies that were distracting me, the energies that were, let's say, non-productive to my journey at this point. All I'm doing is I spent the other day with the monks, spent the morning with them, had an amazing experience meditating while they chanted. Oh, and I recorded it for you guys. So we will have chanting monks for meditation as well. We'll be doing meditation by the lake. And today I'm going to go to the healing temple, have regular healings. I'm doing my Zen because I denied myself that for a few years and I paid the price. When I went through ordination school, we had to meditate. We had to be in the meditation circle sitting down, 8 a.m. And if you were not in your chair at 8 a.m. and they were doing the around and they started doing the mantras and they started doing the meditation, they noticed when you weren't there. And Randy can vouch for that because we'd be sitting there and our tummies growling and my brain saying coffee or you're going into a seizure. But we did it and we meditated for half an hour. Then we were allowed to eat. We also had to go into times of silence to reflect, to become comfortable in the silence. I also, on behalf of the Healing Spirit, we have been leading fortnightly meditation circles as representative of the Healing Spirit in Ontario. And, there were some people that were in the meditation that you hear that when you're absolutely in what we think is true silence. But true silence can be loud. And people become very uncomfortable because it's such a foreign sound. So some of the people that were having difficulty with this, I said to them, when you're out in the summer outside and you hear the crickets and they do that sound, think of that hum in the silence as angels' crickets, heaven's crickets. If you can put a name to it, for some reason, it seems more humanly doable. When you hear that, so it's heaven's crickets. And when you hear heaven's crickets, you're getting into that meditation mode. You're more comfortable in that silence. It's amazing how healing the silence can be. It is our own need of control that makes us uncomfortable in being in the silence, and the silence can be so healing. And we should put ourselves in that silence to disconnect and unplug. It takes a few days for Randy and I, but after about a week here, we don't wear our watches, although I do have a Fitbit on. We don't take our phones with us. We only go on the internet when we have to, because it's that thing is that for some reason in Lilydale, people can more easily disconnect and be within and be more reflective and do that self-care and maybe think about and make more sense of things that have been sitting here. And those are the things that really eat at us. So we have that going on. We have the angel and the devil thing doing this. And you're in the middle going, and in the same token, you're trying to serve as volunteers. You're trying to do your paid job. You're trying to take care of family. You're trying to take care of pets. You're trying to take care of your home. And then it's like, oh, me. Well, so, somewhere in there, you have to find space for yourself. You don't want to pay the ultimate price of your own well-being, because who else do you have to lean on but you? We are our own best friends. We are our own best caretakers. Nobody knows us better than ourselves. Now, when we're sick, excuse me, we're at the mercy of the person who's there to take care of us. And you hope to gosh that they like you. But in the same token, it's up to you to accept the care that's being given to you. It's up to you to be open to receiving that care. Because not only is it a gift for you, but it's a gift for the person that's giving. We have to learn to accept, so that it's like the yin and the yang, so that the person that's giving also experiences their part of the journey. And allowing that also contributes to our own self-care. We learn to humble ourselves and allow, and Catherine's not going to like this word, surrender to what is being provided to us and to accept it with gratitude. That's a tough one, especially, and for the three fellas that are here, for women who have taken care of their families and their kids and their parents and their grandparents. We're always the one taking care of everybody else. We're always the one doing for everybody else. It's very hard to turn the table and accept it. And it was a very hard task for me to learn. And going through these past few months where I've been really sick and Randy's been taking care of me. Ironically, it was during my healing journey and self-care. Sorry, we're in Lilydale and the dog decided to, we have a guest. During that journey of being sick, I was literally forced into allowing and making myself accept. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to drink. Randy said, you're going to, or I'm going to feed you. Do I have to put it in a sippy cup for you to drink? We have grandkids sippy cups. What'll make you drink? So, it was very humbling because I am not used to being in that position. But when you have that time laying on your back and looking at the ceiling, feeling like the Mack truck not only hit you, but drove over you about 3 or 4 times, you start to think about things. And I actually was there, and it was very enlightening for me to say, somebody really does love me. Like, really. And not taking care of me because they have to, because they want to. They want to be there. And I want them there. And it was very enlightening. And that was me opening the door for self-care on that healing journey. That was a mega, mega step for me. It was allowing somebody else. And then this one sitting here on the porch with me, giving me the rattle every now and then that you're going to take it whether you want it or not. you know, it's, I was overwhelmed the other day and Catherine came in, she went in the kitchen and she said, let's get the stuff out. I came down from a shower, everything was done. And immediately I got my, what do I do? What do I, and I thought, Tam, you were doing self-care and you allowed people to help you and you were allowing them to do their part. So I guess this talk is basically self-care, allowing to learn to let go. Let go of that stuff that you're holding on so tight to free yourself and make that time for self-care. It's amazing what a 10-minute shower will do. Thank you for allowing me to serve.
Thank you, Reverend Tammarishka, for those very inspirational words. I'm just going to stop our recording here and we can